Manifest freedom with Manifestation Mojo. How to become free. Manifestation Mojo. To live the life of your dreams. Hey, look at. I'm just throwing in some ideas this afternoon. Manifest freedom with Manifestation Mojo. How to become free. Here is the thumbnail. Our subject is really how to become free. In other words, I went and I just said, well, what would Google say about all this? And I Googled it, and here was some affirmations on freedom. I have the freedom and power to create the life I desire. That sounds pretty good, right? How do you really say the power to create? Do you really have the power to create the life you desire? I want to ask you that. That is an important quote, though. But here's one that I really liked, and that was by Saint-Exupery. And I know one freedom, and that is the freedom of the mind. Here's another one that I like. No one is in charge of your happiness except for you. So really, there's another one. You are allowed to change. Doing what you like is freedom. Liking what you do is happiness. Now that's pretty important, right? Liking what you do is happiness. All right, so what is freedom? I went also to another one. I went to a YouTube channel, and I says manifest freedom, and here it came up.
Freedom. Let's talk about freedom. Freedom is the one thing that everybody wants the most when they come to law of attraction, whether you realize it or not. Most people are trying to manifest money. They're asking, how do I get more money? But really what they're looking for is freedom.
Okay, so that was that guy's interpretation of freedom. I happen to like this one, and she was talking about freedom during the lockdown for the COVID-19, or even a lockdown for the Delta variant. In other words, she just said that she's been able to free to get up early and ask herself what would surprise and delight her today. I thought that was really good. There was another one. Here's from a song. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. I don't remember what song that is, but I like the song, and I thought I'd share it with you. Here, this one with Julie. I have the freedom of choice. I can choose how I want to feel and how to interpret situations. It's my choice and my freedom. Okay, those were two that were really good. Really, I would like to also go on to where I was talking about affirmations. And even if your heart's not really in it, you can say, I have freedom of choice. What if you think in the back of your mind that you say, I don't really have total freedom of choice, but yet you can choose what you choose to think about. Think about that. You can choose to think about what you want to think about. So really, you do have a freedom of choice in that concern, but do you really have the freedom to choose to do anything you want? I don't know. I'm going to ask you what you think about that. Do you have the freedom of choice to do anything you want? For one thing that I do know is that whatever you're working on, I'm starting on a new project. I've started this new project by saying I'm grateful, having the attitude of gratitude of where I am and what I'm doing, that I have the freedom to start this new project. So if you're going to follow along with me and go along with the new project, which is to see what level of choices I have, let's say in 90 days. My project is really, I'm going to tell you about that a little later, because really my question is, isn't freedom really just freedom of choice? Do you have the freedom to do everything you want? I don't know about that, because if I were trying to think about getting on to the Olympics, for instance, and doing the 100-yard dash, do I have really the freedom to get on and to compete for the 100-yard dash? No, I don't think I have the freedom to do that. I don't think I have enough money to buy the freedom to do that. Because really there are rules and regulations that limit that type of freedom. We do have freedom. Okay, now let's go on. Number 3 here. I'm about to start a new project, as I said. A new project always takes a matter of focus and discipline. Being focused takes discipline, and that's self-discipline because nobody else is my boss. I don't have a job. This is a project online that I want to do that will possibly change, that has a lot of potential in changing my amount of income that I'm going to have. Okay, so we got gratitude to begin the project. I'm grateful for where I am. There's also the accountability, which, hey, if you have an accountability partner, either you got to be accountable to yourself or you got to have an accountability partner, which could be a mentor to help you get where you're going. So I've decided that to help me with accountability, I would take on a mentor type of program.
What is up, crew? Congratulations. You made it. I'm so proud of you. Listen, I gotta be honest. I am a little bit envious of you. See, if I would have had something like this when I was starting out, I wholeheartedly believe that I would have been able to get along farther, faster. So please do not pass up this opportunity, this moment that is right before you, because it is a crucial moment in your journey to designing the life that you want, to live how you want, when you want, where you want, and make the income that you want.
So in other words, live where you want, do what you want, have the freedom of time to choose to do whatever you want. Is that the freedom which, let's say, money can buy? But in that process of getting to the money, you have to hold yourself accountable. There again, we have this guy's interpretive freedom, we have my interpretation of freedom, and freedom choice. Now everybody says it's freedom of choice. So let's go on one more time. I'm gonna make a video of all this. So one thing that I've done is that I've gone to Canva.com. I have the freedom here. This program is free to start out. So I'm going to make this thumbnail and put it as to the start of the video. And you probably have already seen this if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'm going to put it up on YouTube, which is also, let's say, freedom, even though they have certain rules and regulations. So is it totally openly free? No, it's not. But hey, look, we all have limits and requirements. Limitations is that actually not free. I'm going to leave it there. As I said, my new project, and if you happen to read the website here, you can see that my new project is Intelligent Advertiser, which I'm going to do some special advertising on YouTube. As I said, it has the potential of giving me new financial type of freedom. I've always chosen what I want. Even this type of lifestyle that I've had is always what I've chosen to do. Doing all this because I'm questioning what everybody's term or part of it is, what they want to define freedom as. That's all I'm about. Let's say, have a great day. And I'd like to hear your personal stories on this, because my personal story is that, sometimes when you're out on the street and you don't know where you are, you're lost, you can choose any which direction to go, you are free in that. Now, let's say you're on foot. Are you really free because there's a building right in front of you? Can you walk right through the building? Can you jump over the freedom? Do you have freedom against gravity? Ooh, freedom against gravity. I don't know about that. I think there are always limitations. freedom. Let's go on now. I have talked for long enough. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Please let me know. This is the Manifest Freedom, and we are Manifestation Mojo. Get the mojo, decide, and make your choices. We dare you to subscribe. New content nearly every day.